Hello everybody, Geoff12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with another DC talk video. Yes, I'm finally back discussing something DC related, considering the fact that I haven't really done any videos within this vlog segment for a little over a month, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I've been horribly depressed and been in a disgusting rut that I cannot crawl myself out of because I've just been way too disappointed on a biblical level with DC films and the way they're handling their DC Cinematic Universe or Extended Universe or whatever the hell you and or fans and Warner Brothers want to call it. But with that being said and done, we have to deal with the hand that we're dealt and continue moving on, because if Warners are going to continue to make these movies and we're going to continue to pay, we might as well just, discuss and talk about it. But with that being said and done, I'm here to discuss a major topic within the DC Films universe, and that has a lot to do with the fact that Warner Brothers, because of the fallout of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, have ignited several people with certain power overseeing the DC film slate. And that is, of course, Geoff Johns and John Berg. John Berg and Geoff Johns have been given power by Warners to overrun and produce the DC Cinematic Universe or Extended Universe. I'm pretty much starting with Justice League and onward, mostly with the Justice League films. And for me personally, this is a good thing on several fronts. Now, number one, it's a good thing that they have ignited someone with specific power to oversee the cinematic universe, because even though it's very admirable of Warner's to try and make their movies or their DC films director-centric and very filmmaker-friendly, it is a cinematic universe. Everything needs to have a style that gels with the previous film and continues to overlay with every other addition to this universe of movies. So it is what it is. And of course, the two major things that I've had negative towards DC and Warner's is two factors, which is A, their reverse engineering of the Marvel formula, and two, not giving someone the power to oversee and have a legitimate vision of this cinematic universe, because Zack Snyder obviously can't be the guy to do it. A lot of people don't want him to do it in the first place, and unless you're a Snyder fanboy and butthurt because of several reasons. And of course, none of the other producers and heads of Warner Brothers can do it. So giving power to Geoff Johns and John Berg could be a good thing for DC films moving forward, especially if they're going to continue to make movies within this universe and of course be filmmaker-centric. And at the end of the day, I think it's a great move on their part. I mean, of course, Batman v Superman has proved that the way they're doing things now is not the way to go, obviously, regardless if you liked or, hated the movie. But in the long run, I think that Geoff Johns and John Berg having power basically to a point, to an extent of like a Kevin Feige over at Marvel, could be a good thing for DC films looking forward, and could give us a glimmer of hope that the DC Extended Universe or Cinematic Universe could succeed in the future post BVS Dawn of Justice. And for me personally, Geoff Johns is of course the guy to really look at, because John Berg mostly is just an executive producer. He's not really known for, being hardcore DC fanboy, so we can't really look at his track record that much other than working with Ben Affleck and the rest of the DC films. But Geoff Johns as is, I think, is a great choice to do this. I mean, he's a great, smart guy. He knows everything about DC inside and out. Of course, he runs DC as is, as the CCO. And on top of that, he's just a great writer and creative freaking dude within the DC universe. However, there are certain, specific things that kind of draw me back with giving such power to Geoff Johns and John Berg, which is the fact that Geoff Johns hasn't really done a great job with DC content with the movies. I mean, like, he worked on Green Lantern and BVS. One of them was a colossal failure, the other was a gigantic disappointment. So it is what it is, but Warner's giving him this specific power. This could give him the initiative to really oversee this universe and make it the thing that it should be, kind of similar to how he did with the TV side of the DC universe, which is tonally correct and pretty much, everyone's freaking favorite thing in the world as of yet, and pretty much the only thing that's really keeping the lights on over at DC, with the exception of Batman. So it is what it is. There is a flip side to it. You know, this could be very successful for DC and Warner's, or this could just crumble and make them fall on their faces and draw them to a line where they're just going to have to do the inevitable, which is reboot the franchise, which hopefully does not happen. But if they're going to continue to make crappy movies, then it's probably the only thing that can happen. And for me personally, if the fucking DC Films universe movies continue the way they are with BVS and movies like BVS, then I can only see one of two things happening post Wonder Woman and post Justice League, which is either A, they reboot the cinematic universe, or B, they sell the rights to Batman to Marvel, because I'd rather see Batman join the Avengers than actually Justice League, which I know is improbable and impossible, but can it happen? Why can it happen? What are your personal thoughts on Geoff Johns and John Berg getting this power to oversee the cinematic universe? Do you want Zack Snyder to continue to be the guy, or do you think Ben Affleck should be, or should everyone just be fired and just let Geoff Johns do it? Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. Is this a good or bad thing for DC Films in the future post Justice League? And of course, if it works out, who are we going to blame for crappy movies? And of course, who are we going to, praise for good movies? It's going to be a very edgy and very thin road to tread on as we continue on. But hopefully this works out for Warner's and DC, because even though we have been very critical over BVS and Man of Steel and upcoming projects, we are hardcore fans at the end of the day, and we want to see good movies at the end of the day. So let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Josh12.